Welcome. Today, we're plunging into a world where truth itself is kind of on trial. We're talking Brandon Sanderson's Wind and Truth.
Yeah, the big one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
More than just a new release, right? It's this huge conclusion to the first big arc of the Stormlight Archive. Years in the making.
Absolutely. A lot of weight behind this one for readers.
So our goal here in this deep dive is to really pull out the key insights, the big ideas from this massive book, give you a shortcut to understanding its brilliance.
And something unique here. You're experiencing a unique two-host AI conversation powered by Google's NotebookLM for deeper, more dynamic book analysis.
Okay, so Sanderson, when we talk Wind and Truth, you have to talk about the author. His reputation in epic fantasy is, well, it's huge.
Oh, absolutely. Legendary is almost the right word. His world building is just so intricate. The magic systems, they feel worked out.
Right, and the Cosmere, this whole interconnected universe, Stormlight is like a central pillar holding that up.
It really is. That reputation, it builds this incredible credibility, this ethos. People trust him.
It's fascinating, though. He puts out so much work, but the quality stays high. That consistency. It's built this huge, loyal fan base.
Yeah, people really invest because they know he'll deliver, which isn't always a given in epic fantasy, is it? These long series.
No, definitely not. But does that consistency become like a pressure cooker? Do fans expect almost too much?
That's a really good point.
No.
It probably does set an incredibly high bar. There's this authorial gravitas, you could call it. But Wind and Truth, I think it largely clears that bar. It delivers on promises made, over a decade ago. Its main job is being that explosive climax.
Wrapping up those big character arcs, the plot threads we've followed for ages.
Exactly, providing that satisfaction.
But it's not just an ending.
Right, it has to look forward to, set up the next phase.
Precisely. It's got this dual purpose. Entertain, definitely the action is intense, the emotional beats are powerful, but it also makes you think.
About what, specifically? Well, big themes, right. Truth, sacrifice, belief. It digs into some complex stuff. It's an intellectual journey as much as anything else.
So who is this book really for? Because, you can't just jump in here, can you? It's book 5 of a massive series.
Oh, no way. Definitely not a starting point. The main audience is absolutely the existing fans.
Yeah.
People who've lived with these characters, this world, Roshar, for 4 huge books already.
You need that background.
You absolutely do. The whole urgency, the central conflict, Dalinar challenging Odium that comes directly from the end of Rhythm of War, that 10-day countdown,
Yeah.
that's the cliffhanger everyone's been waiting on for years. This book is that answer. It's the payoff.
And the timing feels big, too. December 6th, 2024. So much anticipation built up.
Definitely. And the book itself, it's physically imposing, 1,344 pages.
Wow.
And the audiobook version, too, with Michael Kramer and Kate reading, they're almost part of the experience for a lot of fans.
They really are iconic voices for the series.
And you have to remember, it sits within the Cosmere. That larger universe adds layers, right? For the readers who follow all those connections, it's even richer. It's a piece of a much bigger puzzle.
Okay, so we've touched on Sanderson's reputation, his ethos. But how does he actually do it? How does he make a world like Roshar with Stormlight and Spren and Radiance feel so believable?
It really comes down to the internal logic, the structure. He makes the fantastic feel, logical. The rules of magic, surge binding, they have rules. The politics, the history, the lore. It's all presented with such incredible detail. It feels consistent.
You would buy into it.
Exactly. The plot, even with gods and magic, follows cause and effect. Character motivations make sense. And he's famous for tying up loose ends, answering those questions fans have obsessed over for years. That satisfies our need for, a coherent story.
That makes sense. That logical underpinning lets you accept the fantastical stuff.
Right. You're not constantly tripping over inconsistencies.
But it's not just logic, is it? These books, Wind and Truth especially, they pack a huge emotional punch. How does he make you feel so much for these characters, even amidst this epic backdrop?
Yeah, that's the pathos, the emotional core. He's a master at it.
Yeah.
First, the stakes couldn't be higher. Literally the fate of the world. That creates this constant underlying tension.
You feel it constantly.
And you've spent thousands of pages with these characters. You're invested. Kaladin's struggles, Seth confronting his past, Shelyn and her identity issues, Dalinar carrying the weight of leadership.
It gets intense. Sometimes you feel like they need therapy more than shard blades.
Honestly, yeah. But those struggles dealing with hope, Trust, oaths, redemption, those themes hit hard. They draw you in, make you feel their wins and losses right alongside them.
So it's that mix, the logical world building and the deep emotional connection. That's what builds that trust, that strong ethos.
Exactly. It reinforces why readers trust him. He delivers on promises. He finishes series, which is huge in fantasy, as we said. And the quality is consistent.
Right.
So you feel safe investing your time and, frankly, your emotions. And using all those different viewpoint characters, that just showcases his skill, lets you see the world from so many angles.
Okay, so with that trust established, let's get into the narrative threads of Wind and Truth. The big one, obviously, is Dalinar's challenge to Odium. 10 days to prepare.
Yeah, it's the spine of the book. But it's not just about waiting for a fight. There's so much going on around it. Political maneuvering, strategic planning.
Backroom deals, probably.
Oh, for sure. And philosophical debates, too, about what this contest even means. And then Taravangian becoming the new Odium that just throws a massive wrench in everything, adds this terrifying unpredictability.
Makes it much scarier, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then there's Szeth. The assassin in white goes home to Shinovar, and Kaladin goes with him.
A huge arc. This is where we really dive deep into Szeth's past through flashbacks. We see the Shin culture, what made him who he is.
And it forces both him and Kaladin to face some hard truths.
Absolutely. Confronting personal demons, grappling with justice, honor. It's a major turning point for both characters, a real journey of reckoning.
Okay, what about Shalyn? She is investigating a Bado-Mishram with Renarin and R'Laine.
Yes, and this thread uncovers some really shocking stuff about Roshar's history. Yeah. Secrets about the enslavement of singers, the Radiants betraying their spren.
Wow, so deep lore revelation.
Big time. It plays out almost like a detective story mixed with historical discovery. Plus, Shalyn's still dealing with the Ghostbloods messing with her. Adds another layer of danger and intrigue to her own identity struggles.
It sounds like a lot for her to handle.
It really is. You're basically uncovering these world-shattering secrets right alongside her.
And Dalinar and Navani take a trip into the spiritual realm. What's that about beyond, weird Cosmere stuff?
Well, it is partly about deep Cosmere lore explaining the shards of Adonalsium, the fundamental powers of the universe. Right. But it's also deeply personal for Dalinar. It's his journey to understand honor, what that power truly means, especially now. It's where the cosmic meets his personal burden.
Okay, this book sounds incredibly dense. It's a lot to unpack. And, if you're enjoying this kind of detailed analysis, breaking down complex narratives,
you might find value in our Mindful Moments over on our YouTube channel.
Exactly. We use AI book analysis there, too, aiming to spark reflection and rational thought. Worth checking out.
Definitely.
But let's get back to the themes in Wind and Truth. The title itself points right at it. Truth and deception.
It's absolute central. The whole book explores how truth gets twisted, how facts without context are dangerous, how easily belief systems can be manipulated or just fail.
And characters constantly have to question what's real.
Constantly. Shalyn, with her multiple personalities, is almost the living embodiment of this. She's wrestling with self-deception, external lies.
Yeah.
It makes you, the reader, question reality right along with her. How fragile is truth?
And what about heroism? The book seems to really push on what it means to be a hero when the choices are impossible.
It really does. It examines heroism under immense pressure, the weight of oaths, the sacrifices needed. It's not just about flashy powers.
It's about the hard choices.
Exactly. Sanderson makes you feel the agony of those choices. Kaladin fighting his own despair, his limitations. Dalinar leading when everything seems hopeless. It really shows heroism as this gritty persistence against impossible odds, keeping promises when it costs everything.
Okay, let's talk about the famous Sanderlanche. That explosive ending fans expect where everything collides. Does Wind and Truth deliver?
Oh, it delivers big time. It executes that Sanderlanche perfectly. Yeah. All the plot threads crash together in this incredible climax.
Satisfying.
Hugely satisfying. It gives that sense of finality for this first arc, pays off things set up years ago. But crucially, it doesn't tie up everything.
Leaves threads for the next arc.
Exactly. Enough mystery, enough new questions to get you hyped for the back half of the series. It's a tricky balance, but he manages it really well.
And the characters, even with all that plot happening, do they get satisfying conclusions for this first part of their story?
I think so, yes. Sanderson's character work is still a huge strength.
Yeah.
Even amidst the chaos, you see arcs reach meaningful points. Think about Adolin fighting in Azir. His journey ties directly into the larger conflict.
Right.
Or Venli trying to lead her people. Her growth from scholar to leader, is woven right into the plot. It shows how character and plot really drive each other forward. It's not one or the other.
So wrapping up, Wind and Truth feels like more than just an epic fantasy novel. It's this whole experience.
It really is. It educates you on this intricate world, it entertains with thrilling action, and it genuinely challenges you intellectually. It's a masterclass in storytelling, really.
It definitely cements Sanderson's place, doesn't it?
No question.
Ultimately, the book feels like a testament to that ongoing human search for truth, doesn't it? And the burdens that come with trying to be heroic, the power stories have.
Yeah, how narrative shapes how we see everything.
So the final thought for you, listening. After exploring a world like this, grappling with these ideas, what does that mean for the stories you choose to believe? What truths do you build your world on?
Something to think about.
Definitely. For more insights that inspire reflection and rational thought, remember to explore Mindful Moments and our podcasts.
And click the link on screen for the in-depth book summary if you want even more detail.
Please subscribe if you haven't, share this deep dive with fellow readers, and maybe consider purchasing the book through the link provided.
And most importantly, keep thinking critically about the stories and information you encounter everywhere.